Dragon's Den is open for business.
I don't often say this, but your pitch was awful.
You've got to be quiet for this little bit, Peter, if that's all right.
Ouch.
A place where budding entrepreneurs are given a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
You have this most bizarre way of answering questions.
Stop it.
To present their wares to 5 captains of commerce.
You wanted to see how credible we are,
Yeah.
so I'm about to show you.
Well, show me.
Some will succeed and go on to make millions. Others will fail and leave with nothing.
Make him a counteroffer, tell him to shove it where the sun doesn't shine.
With the occasional visit from some wealthy VIPs,
I can't not give you money. I can't not make you an offer.
First deal in the day.
I didn't want it anyway.
the hunt is on to find the next big money-making idea.
Dragons are go.
Tonight.
It's the first time we've had somebody valuing their business at £100.
It's for your own good.
But this is an investment for the future.
No, it's an investment for today.
For me, the kind of secret sauce is when someone can show you there is this problem and I've got that solution.
Have I just broken it?
Can you do me a favour? Could you come to the wall with me?
We're going to wall too.
Are we going to go to the wall?
I'm really hoping I'm not going to forget my pitch.
You won't forget your pitch.
I might do.
I'm Tim Binnington,
I'm Danny Binnington.
and we have totally revolutionised the hair and scalp market with a wonderful product that's going to benefit so many people.
So I'm having a deja vu moment because I remember there was a product that came into the den that I said looked exactly like a horse grooming product. Last time I did an invest in it, went on to do really, really well. So.
Yeah.
That did really well, didn't it?
We've come a really long way and we've gone on a real journey with this, but it's super exciting to pitch our product to the dragons today. You keep saying enjoy yourself and I'm...
Oh, come on, this is going to be fun. Hello, Dragons. I'm Tim Binnington,
And I'm Danny Binnington. Hi.
and we're here to ask you for £240,000 for 4% of our company. Manta Healthy Hairbrush is specifically designed to minimise hair breakage and hair loss. Normal hairbrushes, you would grip like this or have a handle like this and pull through the hair, and that gives unnecessary tension and breakage on the hair. Manta, the patented technology, means you put your hand in it like a glove and you can flex it. And that flexibility means you can shampoo, you can apply treatments, detangle and style, and you can even blow dry. This is the Manta Pulse, which delivers 2,000 and 4,000 pulsations per minute and has revolutionised the shampoo and head massage experience. But the real reason I invented it was my lovely wife, Danny.
It was when my hair grew back after chemotherapy that I had lots of problems with my scalp and my hair. Most normal hairbrushes felt too harsh on my scalp, and Tim had been a hairdresser for over 25 years at that point already. So I said to Tim, I'm just going to stop using all of my hairbrushes and I'm just going to run my fingers through my hair. In fact, I said, I just want bristles on my fingers. And that was it. We still joke about it. I've lost him to our 4th baby, the Manta hairbrush. It's taken him forever, 5 years, to design, invent and finally launch. And it's taken me all those 5 years to regain my strength and come back to better health.
Yeah. And that's end of our pitch. Can we just demonstrate how it works?
Yeah, I'd love
I think
to
you
see
like
it.
it.
Do.
A new take on the hairbrush with a flexible base and bristles is the offering from Tim and Danny Binnington.
So what we're doing is we've got a little bit of shampoo there. Now, normally you probably put loads more than that. You turn it on and then you just stimulate the scalp. Now, what that's doing is 4,000 pulsations are going through to the scalp, exfoliating the scalp and getting blood and oxygen to the root.
Tim and Danny are seeking a whopping £240,000 in return for just 4% of their business.
But when we go back to basics, I hold the manta like this, and what it does is it shapes to the mold of my hand. But when you start detangling, because every hairbrush detangles, we make sure that you can fold the manta and you work it round with your manta detangling technique. And what happens is you will know if there are tangles and you will ease off naturally until you start gliding the manta through your hair and detangling normally.
And the memory of a money-making opportunity that got away...
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
...has guaranteed the couple Peter Jones's full attention.
Tim, Danny.
Hi.
Hi.
There was a pitch that came into the Den, the Tangle teaser.
Yep.
And we didn't invest, and it's gone on to do quite well. So I'm going to give you a little bit more consideration today, so I don't make the same mistake and get completely killed by my daughters for not investing in something great.
Yeah.
But is this not the same here at this point? Tangle teaser does this, doesn't it?
Yes,
provides this.
It's a really good
so
point.
So ultimately, are you not just... It's just how you hold or apply, is that not
Tangle
your...
teaser, it's a really good point. No other brush can do this. That means you can focus on what you're doing. You can control. If you feel a knot, you just ease off. Lots of other hairbrushes, they're a single shot mold product, which means the base is fixed and the bristles bend. So what you're hoping when you pull it through is the bristles will give and not break your hair.
So just the last 12 months, how successful has this been?
Last 12 months, just over $1 million turnover.
OK, what did you make on that 1 million?
Well, on that 1 million, we made about 70,000 net profit.
Right, so how much money have you put into this?
I've invested personally, well, we've invested personally,
Wow.
£600,000.
Wow, 600K. Give me the breakdown of that 600. Where has that money gone?
Oh, that's a lot of that. We've got about 500 or something in stock.
We've also decided to have patents in as many markets as possible. They were really quite expensive.
Hi, guys. You've come in here with a very, very juicy valuation, which in real terms doesn't make sense. So how did you get to that 6 million figure?
This was my own personal view of what I think the company is worth now. I reckon we'll be doing a £200,000 profit this year, and we're going to grow from that. So that's a 30 times multiple on that. But
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I'd love to know a business that gets that.
But this is an investment for the future.
No, it's not. It's an investment for today.
No.
So we're just trying to get to the bottom of...
No, I understand
what is really happening here on this valuation. It's...
Well, currently we haven't ever thought about getting investment because we were growing. And the fact is, we're in 30 countries now. America's a very big market for us on QVC. We've recently launched in Japan. China, we've just launched in. So the demand is getting bigger and bigger.
So it's really difficult because you're great, the product's great, and also we turned down Tangle teas.
And live to regret it.
And live to regret it. There's something holding me there. But we're looking at a very high valuation, and actually it's OK to come in here and overvalue a business and expect to negotiate a bit. But it's kind of got to be within reason. Otherwise it all looks a bit... We're not really in touch with what's going on in the real world out there. Trust me, we're in touch with what's going on in the real world out there. So I'm really sorry, guys. I won't be investing, I'm out.
I think, you know, because there's been a product in the Den before that was tremendously successful, I think sometimes it's maybe a little bit easy to get caught up in how that story played out. I'm not entirely convinced that this is a real innovation. So I'm going to say that I'm out, but I wish you the very, very best.
Thank you.
So, Tim and Danny, you've done all of the right things, getting your patents, doing all of your IP. But the thing is, when you come into here and you look at a valuation of a business, you know, you're making 70K, and even if you gave 10 times, 15 times profit, you'd still be valuing your business very differently to how you are valuing your business today. And you've asked for a large chunk of cash. However, I like it enough to make you an offer today. So I'm going to offer you all of the money, 240,000. But I want to be an equal partner with you. I want to be a third partner. So the three of us go on that journey together.
Thank you.
Do you know what, guys? I am massive into my hair. I'm not even 40 yet, and I've already got problems with thinning hair. And if you can tackle that problem, absolutely would I be valuing my business at 6 million. However, you're like a headless chicken, bless you. You're pursuing all these different markets, all these different channels, and that's the thing that's setting alarm bells for me. Because it tells me that you've got this fantastic product, but you don't have the commercial nous to be able to go and make it into a business that's worth 6 million today. So, all that considered, I think a fair valuation is around the $1 million mark. So I would offer you all of the money, all to 240,000, in return for 24% of the business.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Look, I like the product, and I love both of you. I think you're great. But if I'm going to invest, what's my exit?
Well, I'm hoping, let's say, 5 years' time, that's when I want to scale the business up and on the trajectory we had, even
So in
without
5
the new
years'
products.
time,
Yeah.
I don't know, you know how old I'm going to be in 5 years' time.
You'll be 50.
75.
Good answer.
75 in 5 years' time.
Okay.
I'm not as young as these youngsters to my left. So I'm asking myself, how do I get out of this? And maybe what it needs is a royalty, so that way it gives me an incentive to ramp up the business. So give you all of the money, that's 240,000, for a third of the business, but I want a royalty at £2 a product. When I get my money back, I drop down to 20%.
Okay.
Can we take a moment?
Yeah, please talk to the wall or the brush.
Tim and Danny now have 3 competing offers to consider.
I think it's a clever deal, a royalty bit.
But Peter Jones, Sarah Davies and Tuka Suleiman are all demanding considerably more equity than the 4% the couple were originally looking to give away.
Thank you so much, everyone. You've been so insightful and honest. But we know we're going to respectfully decline the offers.
Do you want to come back with a counter?
Well, no, because our counter offer, the only thing I thought we could have gone was 5% for 250, right?
Right.
Ouch.
But it would have insulted you, so I didn't want to do that.
Look, good luck to you.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
It's a lovely product.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.
All the best.
All the
Thank you.
best.
No deal for Tim and Danny, who have effectively given the Dragons the brush off.
I don't think we could have done it for what it was, so...
No, it would have never. I mean, we're on a trajectory already to do well.
That's crazy.
You saw it in his eyes. He is convinced he's got the next
He's obsessed.
total innovation in hair care. I think he genuinely thinks it's worth everything he says.
Turning down the offers from the Dragons, we realised that the mantra is bigger than us. It's infinite. To give that much of the business away, it would have been detrimental to our growth.
Hi, I'm Victor Carpio. I'm 29 years old. I was born in Argentina, but I live in Hampshire. And I never knew that rescuing a cat was going to turn my life around.
So that is a cat teeth cleaning toy.
It's fishing rod cat bait.
My cats wouldn't fall for that.
Do you think that white cat looks happy?
No, it's having a gnaw.
Cats are quite fussy. And looking after my cat, Lilo, was a joy until I had to get close to his mouth. That was an experience that left me a little bit bloody. Hi, I'm Victor Carpio. I'm founder and director of Inventor Limited. I'm here today to ask for £45,000 for 10% of my company. We cat parents all have a self-proclaimed title of Best Cat Parent. And that prestigious title got destroyed by a fragile leaflet that I saw at the vet's. It read, "Have you ever tried to brush your cat's teeth?" I felt awful because I've never tried to do that and my cat was already 5 years old. So I immediately bought a cat toothbrush, got back home, tried to brush his teeth, and it was awful. My cat was screaming, I was crying, it's for your own good. No cleaning was done, and frustration stained the room. So I hated that experience, and because of that, I embarked on this journey because I believe there is a better way. So, through 30 months of research, development, and testing of various prototypes, our dental wand was ready. The dental wand is a wand toy specifically designed to brush your cat's teeth. It engages on your cat's instinctual behaviours to hunt and applies them to express the desired behaviours that we want, which is brushing of the teeth. We began trading at the end of February this year. We have sold 133 units so far, and we have interest from large companies such as Pets at Home to work with them on their DTC offering. There is huge demand for a solution like the dental wand, and I believe that with the Dragon's help, we can make brushing enjoyable for the cats and the owners. Thank you.
A device for cleaning Moggy's molars, as well as all their other teeth, is the proposition from inventor and cat parent Victor Carpio.
There you go.
Thank you.
No worries.
Victor is seeking £45,000 for a 10% share in his business.
You reminded me of my cat Lilo there.
But will this toothbrush for tabbies have Stephen Bartlett purring with delight or showing his claws?
So, Victor, can I just check something?
Yeah.
So, I don't have a cat. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out why you need this long thing here and not just this, if this is inherently tasty and compelling to my cat.
So, the reason you need the rod is because that's how you're going to reenact the movements of prey, and that will engage your cat to go through the predatory sequence. The predatory sequence is of observing, stalking, pouncing, chasing, and biting. And when they bite the dental wand, that's when the enzymatic cat toothpaste will be expelled.
If you look, if the cat was there, you'd think it would chase that if you do that.
Then it will catch it.
It will catch it, exactly.
And then grab it and then bite on the corn on the cob
How do you know?
dental thing.
How do you know it'll bite on the corner of the cob dental thing and not the green thing?
Because it just wants to hunt and...
Yeah, but why not the green thing?
Well, then it'll realise that it's a toothbrush.
Oh, so, OK.
So you can use both, to be honest. So we've had... sorry to interrupt you there, and thank you for helping me explain. You can use the worm to attach catnip to it, which will make the cat chase it, bite it, and do what you want it to do.
Have I just broken it? I don't know what happened.
Oh, OK. Yeah, I believe so. I'm sorry, that must have just been a 41. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
I'll give it back, I'll just keep it here, it's fine.
Sorry, Steve.
No worries.
So, can I ask, I have got cats. I've had cats all my life. I've got a scratch here from trying to worm the cat, let alone clean their teeth.
Wow.
So I really think it's neat.
Thank you.
So can I ask, how much do they sell for?
£24.99.
And how much are they costing you to make?
£8.89.
And what do the alternatives to the actual tooth cleaner cost?
So toothbrushes go for around anywhere between £3 to £6.
And how much would a play wand cost?
Like a normal one?
Yeah.
Varies. £7, £9.
So what makes you think people are going to use this at £24.95?
So the reason they'll spend money on this is because the products that they usually buy are a cat toothbrush because that's what the vet told them. And I did the same, but it didn't work. My cat was not engaging with it.
But I look at that and I think that's a £5 product with a cat tooth cleaner on it. I make my own as well. Don't you just get a bit of stick or a bit of string, to be perfect, a bit of wool? Why don't I just get a toothbrush and attach it and do the same thing?
The reason is the materials that the dental wand are made with. It is non-toxic to cats, and it is flexible enough to bend and not hurt cats' teeth, which are already quite sensitive, because many cats already have gingivitis. So if you make your own DIY one, you're risking the issue to actually cause damage to your cats.
I don't know that.
You'll find out, because your cat's mouth...
No, because I haven't bought it, because I look at it, and it doesn't say here that that yellow thing is better and different than anything else that I can do. If I could buy that, tie a bit of wool round it, you know, a bit of feather with it, dangle it a bit, and for all of, you know, £5, have this amazing cat, then you... bingo.
Victor, I quite like the wand, though. I think the wand is quite good.
Thank you.
Because you can still sit... I could sit in my chair. With a piece of string, I've got to move, and I've got to do... I haven't got to do much just with this.
Yeah.
You could call it the Sonic Cat Wand.
But it doesn't make it up to a $24.95 product.
Victor, the way around this is simple. If you look at this, if you spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a mould on this, that'll probably cost you 30 cents. Once you spend...
We've got the tooling.
Once you've got the tooling for that, that should be no more than 20, 30 cents. You'll churn those out in the millions once you've got a mould.
I would love to, you know, if you got the contacts, then it would be amazing to work with you.
Victor, I think a lot of this is about you. You're really good, you know.
Thank you.
The fact that you've gone and created a product that seemingly does look like a bit of a gimmick, but it's clearly practical and it works. But have you got any other ideas, or is it all going to be about dental products for cats?
So, yes. At the moment, we've got other dental wand variations that we will launch. But Inventor as a brand, our logo is a door that opens, because I believe that any new idea is very open to create new opportunities to help.
No, Victor, that sounds
better.
really great, but at the moment I'm opening that door and I'm not seeing anything else.
No, there is.
You need to give me that vision. What's the other products? Is it all about the wand, is my question then?
No, there's another product which is about helping cats take their pills.
OK, so another pill product. Look, Victor, I think, personally, I'm really wanting to look at something a little bit bigger that has perhaps a wider opportunity. So, for me, I'm going to say that I'm out.
OK.
Victor, I've got a dog, Pablo, little French bulldog, and the problem is real. I really want to make sure he's got good dental hygiene. Of course. So I've gone through a number of things. He hates them all, but I get it done within 3 minutes. On your leaflet, it says I have to do this 7 play sessions with my cat to get it to brush its teeth. For me, that means it doesn't work. And outside of that, the design of this, you disagree?
Yeah, you're not a cat owner. You want to try a cat with claws and teeth coming at you when you're trying to put your finger in its mouth, you don't do it.
I'll assume that it works. I'll assume it's the best available option in the market for dental hygiene then. However, I think that from a product design and engineering perspective, it's got a long, long way to go. The wand did break for me. A lot of it feels cheap. I think you're a little bit early for an investment, so I'm going to say that I'm out.
Thank you.
Listen, I'll tell you where I'm at. I haven't got a cat, but I've heard enough from Deborah. You're going to tell me it's the best thing since sliced bread. Her telling me it was the best thing since sliced bread is much more advocacy than you tell me. I'm down with the product, absolutely am. However, I can't reconcile the value of that product versus the price that you're paying for it.
I understand.
And I can't see how to join the dots. So I'm going to say it's not an investment for me today, and I'm out.
That's OK.
So I really like it, and there's something I like about you too.
Thank you.
You've designed a product that, from what I can see, you know, that will go home and I will test that on my cats. But I know my cats pretty well, you know, and they'll engage with that, and I can't get near their teeth. But you have got a load of work to do here, getting the price down, getting a redesign, and actually getting you into... I know you might be having conversations with some of these big sheds, but actually getting that over the line and in store, not just online.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're going to be able to do any of that work without some help doing it. So I am going to make you an offer.
Thank you.
But this is a baby business. This is a big risk.
Yeah.
That is going to be reflected in my valuation. So I'm going to offer you all of the money. But I want 40% of the business.
Okay.
Victor,
Yes.
look, you've got elements here that could be a business. And I have got some very good connections in the pet industry, especially one super chain. All I'm saying really is I would match Deborah's offer, £45,000, 40% of the business. So I think, for me, I would be looking at this not just as this product, the whole, oral care for cats or for dogs eventually. That would be my thinking. So you could say I'm backing you and your knowledge more than the product.
Okay.
Do you want to go and
Go to the wall. Do you want to go to the wall and have a...
Yeah, thank you.
Victor now has 2 rival offers on the table, with Deborah Meaden and Tuka Suleiman each prepared to part with £45,000 for a 40% share in his business, quadruple the equity he wanted to part with.
The fact that I got offers today is an honour, so thank you so much. I think I'm going to have to go with Deborah, please.
Gonna have to go with me?
No, I want to go. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
Do you want to say that all over again?
I will. Let me even walk
back in here and show me that level of... Go on.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for your offers. It's honestly an honour and a privilege to just be standing here. I want to go with you, Deborah.
Yay! Excellent. Excellent. Well done, you.
Thank you so much.
Well done, you.
Thank you so much. If you hear any screaming, it's good screaming.
Okay, good.
Victory for Victor, who leaves the Den with £45,000, having secured the backing of fellow feline fan Deborah Meaden.
Well done, Deborah.
Sometimes you just look at somebody and their product and think, you know what, that is going to be a nice business.
Well done, Deborah.
Yeah! Man, that was insane. I loved it. So surreal. I'm really thankful that I'm working with Deborah. She is the one that I wanted.
Hello, Dragons. Okay, right. I'm Jani Prabhakaran and I'm 24 years old, and I saw a common traveler's problem and I found an innovative way to solve it, and I can't wait to present it to the Dragons. Going to the Den, I would really be interested to have Stephen Bartlett, because I think he'll get the business, he's tech savvy, and it's a cool sort of marketing angle as well that he could bring to the business. I have prepared thoroughly, pitched quite a few times, and I'm ready to take on the questions as well.
But if things don't go to plan, Janani could distract the Dragons with her dance moves.
I'm not just a founder, but I'm also a trained Indian classical dancer for about 18 years now. So, yeah. Hello, Dragons. I'm Jani Prabhakaran, founder of Unbaggaged, and I'm here seeking £80,000 for 10% of my company. Picture this. You've just checked out of your Airbnb with plenty of bags and nowhere to put them. Perhaps you're carrying your expensive set of golf clubs or a baby stroller. It's tiring and can ruin the last day of your fabulous trip. I absolutely love traveling, and I face the exact same problem on most of my trips. Unbaggage is an on-demand luggage storage platform that picks up, stores, and returns your bags wherever you want in the city. Simply put, we are Uber for your bags. Go onto our website and input where, when, and how many bags need to be picked up and stored, and let our network of transport and storage partners do the work. We charge £10 per bag per day in addition to the transportation costs. Our optional passenger shuttle service allows users to be taken elsewhere once their bags are picked up or returned to them. Our target market are short-term rental properties like Airbnb, who receive over 1 billion guests globally. We launched in 2021 in the UK's second most visited city, Edinburgh. Since then, we have stored over 1,700 plus bags, have 475 short-term rental properties, promoting our service against a commission. Any support would really take the baggage off my shoulders. Thank you very much.
An on-demand collection and drop-off service for travellers and their luggage is the offering from Janani Prabhakaran. She's seeking £80,000 in exchange for a 10% share in her tech startup. And the problem that Janani's attempting to address appears to have struck a chord with Deborah Meaden.
So, baggage storage, but without me having to stand in a queue, because actually it's funny you should say Edinburgh, because I have been that person. We Airbnb'd for the festival, and of course you've got to get out at whatever time, 10 o'clock in the morning, and then I went and stood in the queue at the train station to put my bags in. What did I pay for that? Remind me.
At the left luggage,
yes,
usually about 20 to 25 pounds, depending on your size limit and also how many bags you have.
Right. OK, so this is competitive.
It is competitive, so we charge £10 per bag. There's no limit, so you can store a golf bag or a baby stroller or just anything, really.
OK. I presume you've got quite a few... I mean, you've got to have premises for a start. You've got to actually have somewhere to store the bags.
Not really. So we outsource that to storage spaces who make extra money off the extra space. So we pay them about £3 and we take £7. And we
OK,
charge the
so
customer
talk me through that business model, the financial model. So I pay £10 for a bag. What are the elements of your part of that and how much do they cost?
Yes, so the transfer costs are passed on to the customer, so we don't take any cut on that right now. And we pay the storage partner £3 as a commission per bag, and we take £7.
Right. What other elements are there in the business, though? What comes out of that £7 that your gross profit?
Out of that, if it is through our affiliates, they get paid about £5 as a commission per booking.
Right, so that leaves you with £2. And what's that got to pay for?
So the £2, we put 50p aside for insurance as well, so we make about £1.50.
OK, and then what else have you got to pay for?
So currently, I take about £1,000 as salary, and we don't invest in any marketing at the moment. So 90% of our sales just comes from our affiliates.
Well, that's great at the moment, but presumably you're seeking investment because you want this business to grow. And I think what I'm more interested then is in what it's going to look like going forward, because at the moment there just isn't enough money in it for you to promote the business properly, to get enough people to know about you, and to you to pay your salary. There's nowhere near enough. So how does that business model change going forward?
So in the next 12 months, we want to scale to at least 3 or 4 cities, and we are aiming for about 200 bookings per city, which will give us about 1,000 bags. And the more cities we are in, the more users we can use us multiple times, and the retention will increase as well. And that's when we start making profit out of the business.
Janani, what's your background?
So I came to UK to do my undergrad degree in Scotland in entrepreneurship. And before I graduated, I came across Unbaggaged. I loved the idea and I thought that the market really needs it. And I just immediately jumped on doing it. So when I graduated, I became an entrepreneur immediately.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Have you got any business partners or anything?
No, I don't. It's just me.
Okay, so you've left university studying a really great degree in a great part of the country, and you've immediately pursued the path of building a tech company. What do your friends and family and all of that think of you?
Well, my father's an entrepreneur himself, so he's very supportive of it. And for me personally, it's just, if I don't take a risk at this point, or like just get into it and experience the real world of entrepreneurship, I feel like I'll never get to do it again.
Janani,
yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, we have so many people who will say, oh, I had this idea for a business, but then don't actually do anything with it. And you're actually doing something with it. And I just want to get my head around, when Deborah was pushing you on the understanding the breakdown of the £10 you get, at one point you said £5 of that went to an affiliate. So is my understanding that, for example, the Airbnb company or whoever, where they would recommend your service, and in return you'd pay them a £5 commission?
Yes. So how our affiliate partnership works is that if you run an Airbnb, we sign you up to it, you will receive your personalized voucher code, say, Deborah 10%, something like that. And then when they go to the checkout, they put that code, and we will identify that we got a booking from this particular affiliate, and we pay them £5 at the end of the month.
So actually it's costing you more than what you declared to Deborah, because you are having to give the end user 10% discount.
Yeah.
So out of your £10, you've paid £5 to the affiliate, you've paid £3 for the storage, you've given them 10% off, so there's another £1 gone. Then you've got 50p for insurance, so we're now only making like 50p profit.
That's right.
So the thing that concerns me is you're working on such tiny, tiny margins that literally every penny of that £10 you're getting from the customer is really important.
Okay.
And I worry that you're not going to be able to get the numbers tied up in this business.
Okay.
Janani, I've got a daughter of 24. And I know she's at the crossroads, what does she want to do? And I can help her, but I'm allowing her to find her own level, because we all have to have beginnings. But your beginning actually is far more advanced than an average 24-year-old. You were grilled quite a lot by my fellow dragons about profitability, but that's easy to change, because you could quite easily say, look, this is a service, that's a pickup service, a delivery service, it's £30 a bag or 2 for 50. If you pitch it at the right level, this can be profitable.
I do agree, but right now we are going with these prices because we want to price match with the competition and actually want users to use us. So that's the primary goal here for now.
Look, the fact that you've thought about this and you've thought about the problem, that's your biggest tick. But I would relook at this and say, how do I create a premium service and charge for it? Don't be afraid to tweak the model. But I mean, today, it's not investable for me. And I'm out.
So, for me, the kind of secret sauce of successful businesses that we see here in the Den is when someone can show you there is this problem and I've got that solution. You've ticked that. Fantastic. The problem is that solution to that problem isn't a profitable business model. It might be that you need to triple the prices, to Tuka's point. I know you don't want to, you want to be competitive. You don't have to be competitive if you're offering a premium service. When you're bringing your product to market, you either have to be better than the competition or cheaper than the competition. You're trying to do both. You don't need to do both. So I can't invest and I'm out, but I want to wish you all the best.
Thanks for the advice, Sarah.
I'm gonna tell you where I am. And I kind of wish you hadn't asked for 80,000 for 10%, because that is a little bit racy, to say the least. And I'll tell you why it's racy. It's valuing your business £800,000. And it's a business that hasn't worked its model out yet. And then on top of that, you're going to need more time than I think I personally can give you. So I'm afraid it's that combination. For me, it makes it uninvestable. So sadly, I won't be investing. I'm out.
So I'm sitting here not just thinking of the business, I'm thinking of the entrepreneur that's before me. And I think you are a superb, successful entrepreneur in waiting. However, this is not a business that's investable right at this moment. So for that reason, I'm out. But I wish you the very best.
Janani, I get it. You're in the figure it out phase. I remember at 19 years old launching a business that was taking a sort of a similar path forward city by city and trying to expand within those cities, trying to establish product market fit and then scale. And it was only in hindsight that my desire to go from Manchester and then to expand to 7 other cities was actually because Manchester wasn't really working properly. I wish I'd just cracked that first city first. And I think that's what you should actually be doing. You remind me of myself in many ways, but I want to say, I really believe in you. And I wrote down in my diary that I actually think you're going to be sat in this seat one day, whether it's this business or something else. I really believe in you. But I don't think we've quite figured it out just yet. So, I won't be an investor in this business at this stage, so I'm going to say that I'm out.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Janani. I'll see you in my seat one day.
Bye, guys.
See you later.
Janani may have failed to bag herself a dragon, but she leaves the den having picked up some new admirers.
She was great, wasn't she?
Yeah. A dragon in waiting.
But she hasn't worked it out yet.
No.
I didn't get an offer, but all the feedback and kind words that I received from them, definitely a takeaway and a motivation as well.
Okay. Do you want to drink?
Yes, please. Hi, I'm Charlene. I was a freelance illustrator. Okay, cheers for luck.
I'm Simon. My background is in investment banking, and the product that we're bringing today is very different to that. What have we let ourselves in for?
We're husband and wife, and we have a little girl, Goldie, who's just turned 3. She was actually our inspiration to what we're bringing to the Dragons today. We've got this.
You got it?
We got it. So it does seem a lot, but obviously we work together. Yeah, we're husband and wife as well. Okay, high five. Down five. Don't leave me hanging. We do have to have a cut-off point, though, at home.
9 o'clock cut-off, that's it.
It never happens.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go. Okay.
Coming in and asking for the offer that we are coming in for is quite a strange thing to be doing in business. So we're a little bit nervous about that, but hopefully, you know, luck's on our side and the Dragons love what we're doing.
Okay. Our question once upon a time was, can kids' stories be sublime and free and instant, zero stress? The answer, it turns out, is yes. Hello, Dragons. I'm Charlene.
Simon here.
And I have been transforming how the market looks with our new startup, Superbooks. We offer bookshop quality, but here's the thing, we do it free. So families can use our site at any time of day or night. Our daughter was our inspiration, then came lockdown on the nation. The schools were shut, which made things tough. Families, teachers had it rough. And so to help and add some glee, we gave the schools our stories free. And then one day, Si said, oh, wow, we're #1 on Google now.
But while the story side was neat, we really couldn't make ends meet. We tried so hard to keep it free, but had to introduce a fee, then quickly went upon a quest to find some people who'd invest. Fast forward and we found some backing, grew a team and got things cracking. Since then, we've grown, which is great news. We're up to 14 million views. So now that we are growing fast, we'd love a dragon's help to cast a spell and earn from big blue chips with licensing and sponsorships. So 1% we offer round for just one single British pound to help the nation's kids stand tall with our free superbooks for all.
And now we've written a short Dragon's Den teaser episode from one of our original series, Weird Life, which is a nature mockumentary.
An online collection of stories for children to read and listen to is the offering from Simon Hood and Charlene Mitchell Hood.
As I enter their murky den, a giant of a dragon towers before me, wearing overpowering socks.
They're offering the dragons 1% of their business for the unusually meagre sum of £1.
Ah, look, a majestic dragon in a peaceful slumber, dreaming sweetly about whether it's worth getting up for 1%.
Their bespoke bedtime story has captured the dragon's imaginations.
This mum appears to be using a magical device packed full of her little beast's favourite bedtime stories. Very crafty indeed.
And Peter Jones is quick to compliment the couple on their creativity.
I'd say congratulations on the short story, Dragon's Den short story. Really good. I also want to say a massive congratulations because Superbooks is going to go down in Dragon's Den history. It's the first time ever we've had somebody valuing their business at £100.
Yeah, we thought we might be. Yeah.
So I'm going to hone in on that a little bit. So 1%.
The reason that we valued it at £100 today is, on paper, the business is worth £3.2 million. We've got cash in the bank. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us to stand in front of you today. And we just think that if we had dragons involved, like, this could help millions and millions of people.
It's to help the nation.
Do you own all the company at the moment? Have you formed a company?
Formed a company.
And how much have you invested?
We started this with £2,500.
And then you've raised how much since?
18 months ago, we generated 800,000.
And where's that from?
So we've got 2 VCs and 29 angels.
Wow. Then who are the angels?
Yeah, the biggest ones are Tom Bloomfield.
He's a good friend of mine.
Who's founder of Monzo. And then we've got Princess Beatrice.
You've got royalty as an investor?
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely incredible. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So, I saw, when you were scrolling through the books, I saw original stories, but I also saw some known titles.
Yeah.
So what can I find on your site?
Everything's original on our site, so we do have fairy tales, but they've all been retold by us. It's a strategy we had to use the fairy tales because the majority of people that we get actually search for well-known stories on Google.
Right.
So we bring them in on the well-known titles and then they migrate onto our original series.
Yeah, that's our full acquisition strategy, is essentially at the moment it's just 100% Google.
So, you wanted to do this lovely thing, but you're obviously providing it for free at the beginning, which isn't a story, it's a charity, because you end up, it always costs you something. So what's your revenue stream at the moment?
When we started, we shared the site with schools, and within a couple of months, we were literally at 850,000 hits a month. We thought we might be able to monetize with a small subscription. So we've earned £90,000 so far, but when we added the subscription, Google doesn't like that. So our visibility dropped and our acquisition strategy didn't work anymore. So we realized that basically it had to be free to get the traction. And so we're moving from a subscription model to basically a traffic model where we get the views and we can monetize that via ads and sponsorships.
Right, OK.
Simon, Shally.
Hi.
Hello. I've been waiting to get a word in edgeways. I keep trying, I'm not quick enough. But that's great to show how passionate everybody is. So, I think people see us sitting in these chairs as dragons. What a lot of people don't see is we often get, all of us, offers like this on a regular basis, where people just want to give us some of their company for £1 or for nothing.
Yep.
And what I've learnt in life is nothing comes for free.
Amen.
So what would you expect me, Sarah Davies, to do for you in return for that 1% of the company?
It's introductions.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's those connections at the end
And
of the day.
as we've found out already, you know, one link into a network just went.
Last question for you then. You've got an incredible cap table, some of my friends on there, like Tom from Monzo. Why didn't you go to them? Why did you choose to come here?
Well, we can, but we want more incredible people.
Look, I would love to be on this journey with you. And I'm sure all of us could add value. Shame we haven't got 5% and 1% each, and we'll all help you.
Can I just ask, is that what you're trying to do? You are just trying to get 5 dragons for 1% because you're going to give away 5% of the company?
Well, we came in here offering what we offered, and we hope that all 5 dragons will.
But we didn't know what exactly.
We don't know what.
But what I'm saying is, you're just going to choose one, or are you going to? Where's your strategy here?
Well, we can't really give that away now, can we?
Good answer.
Good answer, Charlene.
Dragons. Sorry, can you bear with us a second?
Yeah. Do you want us to turn?
Can you do me a favour? Could you come to the wall with me, all of you?
Can we go to...
We're going to the wall too.
Oh, we're going to go to the wall.
Can we take a picture?
A first in Den history, as all 5 dragons head to the wall to discuss terms for a potential counteroffer.
I've got a feeling that this is their intentions, that they want all 5 dragons for 1%.
£1 for 1% looks good on paper, but is the company's potential to become profitable a work of fact or fiction?
My concern is, I actually think, I'm going to be honest, I think it's a bit of a mirage in several ways. It's more good having traffic, but where's the business model?
Will it be happily ever after for this tearful twosome, or will there be a twist in the tale?
Yeah, right, let's do it. Dragons are go.
You'll have to excuse me as well, because I've got a bit emotional.
Oh, you do that?
Because I just can't believe how well you've taken it. Yeah, how positive you've been about basically our baby, and it's been a lot for us for the last 3 years.
You showed us your baby, and we loved it.
And I think now we've had a conversation for the first time ever all together, and we want to offer you that we will all individually put in £1 for 1%. So you would end up giving away 5%, but you get 5 dragons for £5.
Thank you all for having us here today. I don't know where to start, but Peter, Stephen, Deborah, Sarah and Tuka, we'd love to accept your offer.
Well, we're joining your family.
I'll give you a big hug now. How are you?
Simon and Charlene have done it.
You are tall. You are tall. Everyone says you're tall.
Congratulations, guys.
In a pitch that'll be remembered for the lowest valuation, the smallest ask, and for the first time one particular dragon has been compelled to get up for 1%.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, I want to scream.
You just cannot believe.
I just cannot believe what's just happened, and I've got very emotional with it.
Don't cry.
I mean, to have 5 dragons on board.
5 dragons on board.
For 5% is just a
Amazing.
dream come true. Absolutely.
What a touching reaction. The emotion there was...
Yeah.
I love it when a story has a happy
Happy
ending.
ending, yeah.
Next time on Dragon's Den.
You might have competition today, then.
We'll see about that.
Sorry, I've
Just got
have
it.
you gone blank?
We're here today asking for £50,000.
How much?
40 years ago, I decided to start my first business.
Oh my God, you look so young. It can't possibly be.
Yeah, I've got asthma. Deal with it.
It's gutting when they walk out with nothing, no?
Oh, she's fine.
Oh my God.